Hi, I'm Stu, the founding director of Verge Networking Conferences. Our vision at Verge is to equip leaders for mission, to equip leaders to make a difference in the world in and through and for the gospel of Jesus. In Galatians 2, Paul rebukes Peter for racial injustice after Peter's been in ministry leading a church for almost 20 years. I mean, let that sink in. So racial injustice is nothing new to the church. And Verge's answer to the problem of racial injustice is the same as Paul's was to Peter. You're not living in line with the gospel. In other words, you haven't really worked out the implications of the gospel of Jesus in your life in regards to racial equality. Now, that doesn't mean that the conversation, the learning, the background ends with that sentence. But what it does mean is that starting with the gospel, we lean into the parts of our lives where we're not in line with the gospel. And if the scripture, bear one another's burdens and so fulfill the law of Christ, means anything, it means that we love our minority neighbors by listening to the pains and the history and the struggles that they have uniquely endured in America specifically, empathizing in the process and not accepting simplistic answers when the problems and struggles are rooted in a history that goes back hundreds of years. So part of the reason for these interviews is to let you be a fly on the wall with some of those conversations and model for you what those conversations can look like. It doesn't mean that you need to be an expert in history, but it does mean that we're at a pivotal point in America where the majority culture will need to, in humility, stop, ask questions, listen deeply, and really seek to understand in order to love well. My hope and prayer for you is that this Racial Justice series is a tool and resource for you to do just that. Enjoy.